Good day. Welcome back. Right, today, day 2 on the road of 4 in a row this week. Another trip to Liverpool yesterday, and I fell even more in love with that city, if that's possible, than before. Ended up on the Lark Lane area up by Sefton Park. Phenomenal. Probably about halfway through Lark Lane so far. Can't wait to get back and do it. But yeah, that was trip 9 to Liverpool so far, and that's still, every single time I'm there, I find new roads, new streets, and that was just in the city centre a bit earlier. Madness, it's so good, that city. But Wigan trip 2 today. So about a year and a half ago, came to Wigan on a Saturday. Had a good time, enjoyed it, found some bangers. Big thanks to the Swan and Railway for sponsoring today's crawl to bring me back to Wigan, staying with them. So we'll get there in a little while. But on my way into Wigan, called off, was recommended a little stop off in a place called Standish on the way. So it's only about a mile or so outside Wigan. And I'm going to kick off with this today. Called Copper Vines. It looks quite a modern take on things. Does breakfast, so it's been open for hours already, apparently. So stop number 1 of my day up here in Standish, Copper Vines. Very well presented little cafe bar. Lovely tiling to the bar. Decent little keg mix. Menu looks superb. It's a good little stop off this. Kind of wish I was eating some food, some breakfast or something in here, because it does look pretty special. So starting my day, half a Camden Pale, and then we will get ourselves over to Wigan. But good, positive start to the day, this. Nice looking bar, so decent little mix. Camden Pale, fine for me. Could have gone with a Moretti, could have gone with a Guinness. Any of them would have sufficed for me, but I like it. I like the look. I like the style of the cafe bar, and it's something a little bit different from the lounge brand, just to see an independent business doing it. But good, positive start to my day, and I'm going to have a good one. One quick stop then. I'm in Wigan. Looking forward to this. So there are quite a few on the outskirts that I've never done, and there are quite a few in the town centre to get through today as well, including some revisits, which I'm happy about because there are some bangers in Wigan. Trust me on that. So gonna utilise the wheels at the moment and kick off Wigan down here with this honeysuckle, and that is quite the building. Beautiful looking building. So it's sat down here in a bit of a residential space, a bit of a residential kind of area. It says your friendly local. It's a proper pubs owned place, established 1850. So serving the local community for what, 170 plus years now. Honeysuckle, stop 2 of my day. Yeah, nicely presented, a little community local, one of proper pubs places. So if you've been in one of these proper pubs and seen the way they do their refits, you'll know from the minute you walk in what it is. It's a simple, basic style that they deck stuff out in, but it works, and it does work quite well. Keg range on the bar, no cask, but 170 odd years old this place, so it's looking good for that age. Very nice looking place, plenty of screens, pool table, the usual sort of keg range that you would find. Magners and Magners Dark Fruit on there, so Holly would have been happy with that one. Okay, good community local. A decent space at the back. Good garden space, big TV in the corner. That's what a community local should be. Exactly what a community local should be. So from something that's 150 years serving, 1850, 170 years serving as an actual boozer, to something that's probably only turned into a boozer quite recently, but is in a very old, iconic looking building. Called the 3 Mills. And as you can see, this is indeed an old mill building. Probably an old cotton mill, since it's still got cotton works and stuff going on up there. Now utilised on the ground floor, look, as a pub. And a very nice looking one at that. So the 3 Mills, my 3rd stop for the day. Impressive. High ceilings, as you'd expect. Exposed brick, nice stone floor. Car scale, 1, which we're going for. But they've done a nice kit out job, a nice job with making this into a pub. I love these old buildings, like old mills and things like that, when they really come in and make a real effort to make them something special, and this looks pretty great. Big high ceilings, but you knew it would be. It is a decent little keg mix, and the Northern Monkey bitter that I've got of the car scale is pretty nice. But we knew this was going to look pretty grand. They do a wonderful job with these old mills sometimes, and I'm very impressed by this. I love that old style jukebox. They have 3 meals. For more on the outskirts, then it's a case of get to the Swan, get checked in, and head on up through the town centre. So picked this one to come down to now. Ping Arms. Another one says, welcome to your friendly local. So sat right down here at the end of the residential bit, under the big flyover and things down here. But opening day, Saturday the 20th of September. Oh, wow, so not been open very long again. So it was a lost pub by the sounds of things, but it's now having a new lease of life. Let's get in and see what the fuss is all about. Yeah, right, so it was closed for about 3 months apparently. They got it reopened on Saturday. Saturday just gone to a big party, a load of people in here, bit of live music, bit of fun. Apparently people were in here shoulder to shoulder, which is great to hear. That's what you want to hear with these community locals, that someone is taking them on, someone is doing a really good job of getting people back through the door, because this is a really nice little pub. Really, really nice little pub. And I will show you around. Down what is on offer in here and show you around. But I love a little community local, always do, and it is a pretty nice looking little place. So main bar, come through this way and you will find the lounge bar, which is very comfortable. Again, I would imagine that they've had a bit of a spruce up to get this reopened and done a pretty nice job of it. Old fireplace, shame that's not still there. We won't hold it against them. So if you want a nice little community local, just reopened and doing great things, come down to see these. Final one on the outskirts, I'm going to head into the town centre, and it's this. The Silverwell, Joseph Holt's pub. I've done Holt's for a few weeks. Always reasonably good pubs. Always happy to be doing them. So it's stop 5 of the day so far. It's called the Silverwell. Up here, final one of the outskirts, the Silverwell. This is a really grand looking place. I like it. So central bar, you can walk all around, all 4 sides of it. Joseph Holt's range, obviously, Joseph Holt's pub. Good Joseph Holt's range. It's got some decent bits on. The Trailblazer Stout is normally the stout I go for. They've got their other stout, black, as well as Trailblazer. Happy days. Don't think I've untapped the black, so have a look at that in a minute. But it's a very grand looking old place. Let's have a wander around. A little wander around. So I've gone to Joseph Holt's black, and I'm happy with that. Got the usual, all Manchester brewed stuff with Holt's. Massive fan. They've got the bitter on the cask. Massive fan of the building. I think it looks absolutely wonderful. It's a proper classic, old school looking place. This bar, again, is an absolute gem, an absolute beauty on there with that. So, yeah, impressed. Holt's very often have lovely buildings like this. And it's another town centre. A little bit of a mad dash to be able to show you this one. They don't normally open on a Thursday, but they very kindly have said they will allow me in to be part of the video and to show you round. So if you walk up through the town centre, so we're going to go back to the bottom of the town centre and start working up again in a minute. But where the old post office is, next door to the currently closed down Dog and Partridge, head down the alley to this Wigan Brew House down there. So let's crack on down the alleyway. Tucked away, so didn't get it done last time. Not sure it was here last time I was here, to be fair. Find out in a minute. But down here at the back, I mean, brewery and tap room sounds right up my street, doesn't it? Wigan Brew House will be the next stop of the day. It's no secret, is it, that I love a brewery tap. I love them. Microbreweries, things like that. I mean, I love the passion that comes from the guys that make the beer. I love having a look around them. I just think they're an amazing. They're part of British heritage, aren't they? Like the good old-fashioned, like proper British brewer, and that is exactly what we've stumbled into with this one. It's an impressive old building, early 19th century building that was actually made as a brewery. These guys haven't been here that long, up and running for a year or so. Some good beers and a really cool looking place. I'm going to take you around a little brewery bit as well. Start you in the tap. So I've gone with the dry bones. The golden is very good. It's getting a good rating on my Untapped off me for that one. They also can some of the stuff. So if you are a lager fan, a lager, they can up for you as well. So this is the little tap room. And we're going to wander on through to where the magic happens. Look, whoa. Here we go. So this is where the magic occurs. into the brewery space. So, one of only a few breweries, a handful of breweries in the country that actually still drop their beer through several floors and do it the old-fashioned way. So, I'm not going to subject you to me walking up the stairs. I'll stick this up. Asher and the copper. But yeah, this is the old practice. Look, so you won't see this that often at all. Yeah, all the stuff dropped through the trapdoors that go all the way down. Proper old school way of doing stuff, and I absolutely love that. And the view from the office, look, ain't too shabby either, is it? Imagine that on a nice summer's day. Coming in to brew a bit of beer, have a pint, and just stand looking at that. Why not, eh? It's amazing the information you pick up as you go around during the day as well. So I just learned that the Honeysuckle, first pub of Wigan, the second stop on this video earlier, was where the Verve, the band, the Verve, Richard Ashcroft, they played their first ever gig. Huh. Education channel, this, I'm telling you. Education channel. Check in at the hotel, and then I can just free flow through the rest of the day. So, staying with today's sponsors, these guys, Swan and Railway Hotel. So I absolutely adore this place. It was such a wonderful stop off on the first trip here that I'm so pleased to be getting back here and so pleased to be staying with them. Swan and Railway. Stop 8 of the day, then first revisit. Absolutely adored this place when I came before. The history, the look, the vibe, the tiling, the bar, the stained glass, everything about it is absolutely top notch. Been and seen my room already. It's pretty top notch. I'm not going to show you in this one, but there's a video up on Facebook for having a look at the rooms and photos and stuff as well. Well and truly worth a look for you. So let me take you on a little tour. We've got a tap takeover going on. Thornbridge beers, plentiful across there. I love Thornbridge beers. Anyway, I've gone with the Union for my bev in here. Some more Holts to keep you busy as well. But yeah, the stained glass up there is quite beautiful. The bar itself is quite beautiful. It is a wonderful, wonderful place. Just having a beer delivery going on. If you can hear any of that going on, it's a beer delivery. Jukebox, look at that. That's what a proper jukebox looks like, isn't it? Stunning. The little mosaic tiles out here, pretty stunning. But yeah, just look around at this. Take on a wander through the rest of it. Honestly, it was one of my favourite pubs when we came to Wigan last time, and that opinion is certainly not going to be changing any time soon. I love a place that looks like this. I love the vibe, I love the look, and I just think it is well and truly worth coming and have a look at. Sort of place you should be making a beeline for, most definitely, to come and see. And there is even another great room out here to the back. Swan and Railway for you. Okay, right, Swan and Railway now checked it out. So it is on with the day's plan, and the day's plan is get through as many new ones as I can. There are a couple of others I desperately want to get back to again today, get better video for you to show you, but I have never done this. So furthest point, come back under the railway arches, walk along, and at the end you'll find this Arch 6 beer hanger. So in the aptly named, because it's in the railway arches at Wigan Central, which we've done before, but we will go back into Wigan Central, and there's another one up there in the middle now called Hideout. So Arch 6 beer hanger. It's up 9 of the day. Let's get in. Let's get a shift on, because I'm getting thirsty. So up next, craft beer bar in a hanger. What's not to love? Delirium Red is in amongst those taps. It's a bit early still. It's a bit early still. That though, you never had it. Proper Belgian. Oh my god. Delirium Red. Me. We've had many a meeting of the minds, and I think they won. But well, I didn't have much minds to begin with. Good little bar this. Good selection of beers. At some of these, yes, Delirium Red, I know it is still staring at me. I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. What I've gone for is Twisted Sour down there, the Vocation. A blood orange style sour from Vocation. Sounds good to me. Good looking place. Hanger style in the archway. You know, I love a craft beer bar. And yeah, I'm dead happy with this. Back towards the railway arches, and I will be redoing Wigan Central in a minute. But there was yet another bar down here that hasn't had a visit before. So next stop is in Arch 3. That was Arch 6. This is in Arch 3. Bar called Hideout. So this one, stop 9 of my day thus far. Wigan Central, which I'm doing again, which is just there. Arch 6, well, we've just been. Hideout, stop 9. So the guys that own Arch 6 also own Arch 3. Different style vibe. Obviously this one going to the cafe bar style. Decent looking little menu. Antipasti, sandwiches, sourdough pizza. Always up for a sourdough pizza. Nice little vibe. Beer choice, not as extensive as down there, but a nice little gaff nonetheless. Camden Pale and Mao are the beers on the bar in this one. So yeah, not as extensive beer-wise, but some of those cakes. They're pretty cool, aren't they? I must remember to try and eat at some point today. Sundays, live music. Sweet little place. Back across the other side of the bridge and up through the town. Today's second revisit is going to be this little butte. Because again, there ain't no point in coming to this part of Wigan and not doing this. It's Wigan Central. Yeah, an absolute banger of a craft beer place. We cast down. So it was just, it was a wonderful, magical place. So I said there were 3 that I definitely wanted to come back and redo today. It was the Swan, Wigan Central, and the Chop House one up further in the town. So second revisit of today brings me back to Wigan Central, and I am dead pleased to be getting back in it. Did I come into Wigan's premier craft beer bar and spot a 10% coconut imperial stout on the bar and decide to go for it? It's 4 o'clock. You know the answer was yes. You know the answer was yes. Look at it. Rivington Brewery. Honestly, it's heaven in a glass. It's beautiful. I love this place. You cask, keg, craft, whatever you want in here. They've got it in abundance. Can. We've got some meaty cans here as well. I love this. Take you on this then. Take you on the cask front first. Wigan Brewhouse. Big fan Wigan Brewhouse. It's not the Great British Pub Crawl. He's a myth. I've never heard of him, but he turns up every now and again. But yeah, this is what I went for. Guess what I did? Yeah, it's about right. Guess what I did? I went for the 10% Imperial Stout with coconut at this time of day because, you know, we can. That's why we did it. But I love this place. From the very bottom of my heart, I absolutely love this place. And look at some of the cans on offer in here. Vault City. My heroes. My favourite brewery in the entire country are well and truly represented. Elusive, they are, you know, the list goes on. Tartarus, Bearwood. Honestly, the list goes on. They've got it in here, but look at this. It just looks top quality, doesn't it? Look, they've even thought of these, look, the little booths that you sit in. It even looks like train windows as you go through. They've done everything right. They've done everything right. It's a magical little place. Little stage, some live music with a piano. I would get up there and give everybody a rendition of something on the piano, but I don't know how to play the piano, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to subject people, but if you've never been to Wigan Central, come to Wigan Central. It's amazing. Next stop planned, according to Google, is open.
8 AM till 10 PM.
Next stop should have been this. It's Patrick's.
8 AM
Definitely.
till 10 PM is maybe open.
8 AM till 10 PM. That's their own website as well.
Yeah.
Their own website. Not open. So currently Fitzpatrick's, so we will move on then. When one door is not open though, you seek out and find another one that is. And I could not come back to Wigan and not venture to this absolute belter. The John Bull Chop House. And I was absolutely blown away by this. I loved it. From the bottom of my heart to the very core of my soul, I enjoyed this place. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. So, had a little upstairs bit, had loads of craft beer on last time. It was packed, so packed that the video is rubbish. So let's make you a better one of the amazing John Bull Chop House. This is one of those places that I would refer to as a mega pub. It's just phenomenal. It's got that real traditional old school vibe to it. It looked great. It's got a craft beer bar upstairs that is only open on weekends, sadly. However, I can stick the camera through and give you a little view of it. But cask craft, it's just a belter. Here you go. Well, it's not what you know, so you know. And he was very kind enough to let me through the cage, look, so we can actually show you what this does. So weekends, Friday, Saturdays, up here. Look at some of these. Look at some of these. You understand why I fell in love with this place when I came last time. I thought it was an absolute 10 out of 10, an absolute belter of a boozer. It's because of the craft. Well, it's not just because the craft beer bit upstairs, but I absolutely adored it. And this is pretty much why. So let's head on back down the stairs and I will show you the main bar. So back down the stairs, take you on with this. Love that, love that. Look at that jukebox, man. Absolutely love it. But take you on a walk. Show you the rest of the bar. It's a 10 out of 10 boozer this for me, absolutely. So I've gone with the John Bull Chop House Pale Ale, and I'm very happy. So brewed by Thwaites, and pretty decently brewed by Thwaites too. There you have it. You've got to come and see this way if you're in Wigan. On, down the slope, come through the town centre, past all the shops, past the shopping centre, past McDonald's, where I might have just had a cheeky double cheeseburger because I forgot to eat in Liverpool. Never go to Liverpool. Never go to 21 pubs in Liverpool and forget to eat. Trust me on that. If you take one bit of advice I ever give you, take that. Right, head on down through the town, down to the bottom of the hill. Next new tick is this. It's the ukulele. And I genuinely think this is the very first ukulele I've done on the pub crawl. I think it's a brand new tick for a name. Can't think of another ukulele. And as you can see, on the little pub sign up there, the ukulele is George Formby. If you don't know who George Formby is, look the man up. He made the ukulele famous. He's the only one I ever knew who could actually play it. So there you go. There is a little bit of fact for you in the video. Ukulele, top 12 today. Right, Admiral Taverns, which shows in the beer offering and beer lineup, and most certainly shows in the prices. Prices are dirt cheap. Landlady is lovely. It looks a little bit craft union-y in here, but it isn't. Obviously, it is Admiral Taverns. But I don't know if you can hear that, but they are playing a Christmas song in September. It's not them, it's MTV, but Admiral Taverns. You know the vibe. You know, look, you know the kind of stuff we get when you come to an Admiral Taverns pub. This is what they do, and they do it well. To be fair, Admiral Taverns. So, landlady here, she's also about to take over one of the ones in town I did last time. Dog and Partridge it is. So I looked it up. Lovely landlady, lovely prices. Admiral Taverns for you. Well, this is very bizarre. This one has lights on inside and outside, and an A-board outside, but definitely don't look open. So it's a White Smith's Arms. I mean, there's even a bike parked in the back garden. Look. There are lights on inside, as you can see on that, just below the sign on that thing. There's an A-board sat outside. It's established 1685 as well. That's definitely the sort of place I wanted to get to. Right, the Griffin there's all boarded up. That's definitely shut down. But this White Smith's Arms, I don't know. Maybe when we come back down here, I'll find out. But at the moment, it ain't open. So we move on, and not to the Griffin. Right, that not being open and the Griffin, that's a tragedy, that Griffin. It's beautiful. Been shut for a long time, so I hear. But right, up the slope from there, probably 100 yards or so, up a slight incline. Get to this. The Royal Oak. One of the most recurring names on the pub crawl. So yeah, Griffin, look, is just there. You come up to this. It's a big Royal Oak. Done a lot of Royal Oaks. Some of them are small, some are big, but that is probably one of the biggest Royal Oaks I have ever seen. Not the tree, the pub name, you know. But it is my, I don't know, 13th stop of the day? Something like that. Oh, the music in here. Right on my street. Bit of Linkin Park playing when I came in. Bit of Simple Plan, bit of Newfound Glory we've had. I love it. I actually love it. It looks really nice in here. It almost looks like, the part of the pub I'm sat in right now, almost looks like it wouldn't have gone astray being part of the Titanic sort of like decking and things. So it looks nice. So I'm talking about. Look, honestly, like, can you imagine the first class cabins on the Titanic? These are the kind of walls they would have had. These are genuinely the kind of walls I would expect you would have found on the first class things at the Titanic. So Timmy Tallis Landlord, Black Sheep Blonde on the cask ale front, which is all right by me again. And I think this has been decked out really, really, really nicely. I like it a lot. I actually think this is a belter of a boozer. And the beer garden, you wait till you see the beer garden. Let me take it down here. Look at this. I mean, you can watch, if you want to watch the sport and stuff in here, the Ryder Cup is on at the moment. I want to watch that, but this, look at this. Look at this, this is the beer garden. Look at that. That's a space, isn't it? It's more, it's not just this, look. Goes around the corner with some booze and things as well. What a beer garden. What a boozer. Royal Oak in Wigan. A little bit higgledy-piggledy, trying to work through what needs doing. Got to head back that way anyway, so just walked past an Irish bar that is definitely getting done today. But next port of call then is going to be this. The Millstone. So another Thwaites boozer up here. So probably about a 10-minute walk, I'd say, from the centre where we were earlier, the centre of Wigan. Upslope, downslope, you know, you get the gist. You'll get to the Millstone if you walk for long enough. Been in a few Thwaites, up for this one. Millstone next stop. It's very nice. It feels localty. Up on the top of the walk up here. There are two more further on than this apparently. Go and get them. Then back to the Irish bar, I promise, down the way. Thwaites pub, Thwaites beer, including the cask. But good cast of characters, good looking boozer through and through. A character here, look what he's done with the old pumps, and I will take you around and show you the rest. So it's a Thwaites pub, so Thwaites beers and stuff like that with some of the Thwaites cask. Little roaring fire going and stuff like that, but let me through and show you what he's done with some of these pumps, because they look, hey, that is inventive. I like that. You know what, as far as like wall decorations go, I really like that. I think that is pretty darn cool. I like it a lot. It's a locals local on the outside of a town centre. Great landlord, great people in it. It's just a wicked boozer. Really good boozer this. 14 ticked so far today. Next one. See the Millstone? I really enjoyed the Millstone. I thought that was a good boozer. And straight from there, you will get to a micropub. And it is a micropub called the Open Arms. So, Bowling Green pub are just there, which will be the next stop. Then back down the road is an Irish bar down there today. And several other bits and pieces for the day as we head back down to the town centre then. But Open Arms, love a micropub, as you know, and it looks a pretty good one. So people are waving at me already, so you know. Open Arms up next. It's that little rumour we go through day in, day out. The rumour is that I really like micropubs. It's not a rumour, it's a fact. I love a micropub. Absolutely love a micropub. And this is another absolutely belting micropub. See for yourself. You on the cask and the Seasider. So Dan's got himself one of the Seasiders. It's the Blackberry and Apple Seasider, and it is very nice. Actually, I've had that before. Love a micro. You know I love a micropub. And this, I love that jukebox. I absolutely love that jukebox as well. Come and see it. Give us a wave. You can have a wave. You can have a wave. You can have a wave. We can always have a wave. We can always have a wave. Good micropub. You should definitely come and see yourselves. The road. So come out the Open Arms. 100 metres, if that. I went metric then. 100 metres up the road. I normally do it all in yards. Football thing that is. Yeah, come up the road and you'll get to this one. 100 metres or so to the Bowling Green. Old pub. So Open Arms just there. Well, you can see where the Millstone is. That's as far as we've walked from there. And you'll come to this one, the Bowling Green. Stop 16 of my day so far. Old school traditional look and vibe to it. Central bar, little square one that you can walk all the way around, which I love. Bass. The king of cask ale, Bass. It is. I don't care what you say. Bass is the king of cask ale. They've got Bass on. Fair play to them for that. But yeah, a proper old school looking, old school traditional pub. Right, we have just had turn up. We said Baldy's Pies. Honestly, right, local Wigan legend for some of these. Just look, right. Cheese. Lamb. Belly pork. Garlic beef, honestly, with pistachios and stuff on black pudding. My God, the pies. Right, Baldy's Pies. If you're in Wigan, Baldy's Pies. Seriously, look them up. Facebook is the best place to find. Look them up on Facebook. The sheer quality of these. This belly pork is one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. And believe me, the amount of things I put in my mouth, they are some of Vault City's best beers. Best things I've ever tasted. So
you've not tried that yet?
I haven't even tried that yet. You've got to, look them up on Facebook, Baldy's Pies, you won't be disappointed. I would say, what is the king of cask ale? Bass. It is the king of cask ale, and it's very good Bass, as expected anyway. So, find me a pub that does Bass, I will smile all night long. And that is exactly what I did the minute I came in here and saw that. Proper traditional, old school publet with wonderful sort of square bar, things like that in it. Big fan. Baldy's Pies. I've nearly finished me off. the best pies I've ever tasted, without a shadow of a doubt. Amazingly good. So yeah, Wigan, you are very, very lucky. Look him up. Look him on Facebook, Baldy's Pies. Honestly, mind-blowingly good. Right, back towards the town and back on ourselves. And next one's an Irish bar. It's called Kilcoyne's. Traditional Irish bar. Small traditional Irish bar. Love an Irish bar. Done a micro pub. We've had great pies. I mean, yeah, it's been another wonderful day. And Kilcoyne's is stop 17 of it. So let's get in and see this one. Absolutely love a little Irish bar. Very traditional style, micro pub size, but a really good little bar. Guinness, top notch, on point. Lovely lad running the place. Certainly running the place tonight. But screens, snooker on one, plenty of other, like golf on another. So again, they've got different streams they can put on. Good little Irish micro pub. Show you small, traditional. It feels like a proper traditional little Irish bar, doesn't it? So you can watch the sporting, have a game of darts. A little bit that I'm saying, a little stage for a bit of acoustic live Irish music. Got to love a bit of that anyhow. So yeah, this is definitely well and truly worth going to check out. Darkness is well and truly upon us, as you can see. I've only got a couple more left in me, I think. So trying to do the recommendations, try to tick off the ones that people says like really you should come and do these. So there are going to be pubs I've missed out today, not made it to. I will come back and do them, as you know, but yeah, just trying to tick these off. And this is one that so many people said I need to go and see. Its name is Sherrington's, Camera Pub of the Year for the area. So that's why it was shouted out to me, that's why it was recommended, and people said you've got to come and do it. So we have walked for about 10 minutes from where we were to come all the way out here to see this, because I will always listen to advice, and it does feel like it's going to be worth it. So Sherrington's, top 18 of the day. Ask me, was this worth the 11-minute walk out here? And then I will tell you exactly why it was worth the 11-minute walk out here. It was worth the 11-minute walk out here because the beer choice is absolutely outstanding. They've got some good cask on, they've got some really good craft beer and stuff amongst the taps. It's just a proper good little pub. I totally get why this is an award winner. Awards don't get handed out every day of the week, and quite a lot of the time when I go, they're justified. This has definitely earned its reward. It definitely has earned the recognition it's got, and I love everything about it. Show you why it has been voted and won so many awards. Look at some of the cask ale alone that is on offer, but then look up here. The IPAs, the West Coast Pales, the ciders, the American Pales, the Pilsners. The hits just keep on coming. There is a beer called Karaoke, a pale, which I have had because it's called Karaoke. All the Lily ciders. They go heavy on their beer offering, and that is why it's so highly thought of, and it thoroughly deserves its accolades. That was definitely worth walking up to. 10 minutes back on ourselves, and this is my last one for today. So there's quite another slog to come back to Wigan to do. There's plenty. There's a pub opposite. There's loads of pubs up here, but I've got one more in me tonight. I'm shattered, and this is the one that everybody talked up, said I had to do. It's called Real Crafty, which, as you know, just sounds right up my street, doesn't it? So I absolutely love the front facade of that. I think it looks beautiful. I heard about it all day. Loads of people saying, "Oh, this is the one you should come and do. This should be the pinnacle of your day. This would be the one that you will definitely absolutely adore." So it's up 19 off the day in total. It's my final one for today. Let's go and see Real Crafty. In all honesty, I don't think we could have found a better place to finish on for today. It's not going to get any better. It's a pretty stellar pub. It's brilliant. The craft beer lineup, extensive, doesn't really cover it. Some really good cask ales and things as well. It's dog friendly. It's got a Paws of Fame wall. There's nothing that I don't love about this. Oh yeah, on the Paws of Fame. you know I love photos of dogs. Okay, but really good. Some from Pentridge, one from Wigan, White Rat, stuff I like a lot. But look at the wall up here. They are Bulk City, Ossett, you name them, they are up there on that back wall. Salt, Cloudwater, they're up there. Vocation. Sweet little dog, lovely, sweet little doggy. Lovely place, lovely way to round off trip 2 to Wigan. I feel kind of bad because there are another couple of pubs like right here, but I haven't got anything else left in me today. 19 is not a bad innings, walked quite a bit in the end, and like I said, it's not going to get any better than that to finish with. So I appreciate you, thank you for watching. Wigan Visit 3 is definitely on the cards. Still stuff here to do, but it's been another pretty darn good day. I'll see you in Burnley